Hello again, friends and loyal WulffPack members. Chaos here, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. Now, last video, I put out the ship build for this. I called it my Anaconda, but it's probably more apt to say it's my search and rescue Anaconda. And that video has been doing rather well. The problem is I kind of did forget to do a little bit of testing on it. The main issue with this ship is it has class 5 thrusters where it can fit anything up to class 7s. So they are a little bit underpowered. But that's the sacrifice you make when you want to get a longer jump range. The question remains, however, is how does this work on high gravity worlds? Am I confident enough to put my ship through the ringer of a high gravity landing? Now, in order to test this, we've come somewhere a little bit special. Where are we, you may ask? We are here in the Achenar system. Why are we here? Well, for anybody who's been around this channel for a long time may remember something called the Achenar challenge. And this is where we tried to land on Achenar 3. Why is Achenar 3 so special? Well, yeah. You can see it right there. Gravity. 6.73 Gs. So this is an extremely high gravity world. Not only that, but it is a high gravity world with a standing base. There we go, Brill works. Now, I can't imagine it's very pleasant to stay at this facility, but it's a hostile facility, so we're not going to go and land there. What we are going to do, however, is try and land on this planet. Now, we'll have a look over. We can see that my thrusters are indeed 5D. So this is going to be interesting. Now, I'm pretty confident in my ship because these thrusters are in fact modified for grade 5 dirty drive, which will give us a good amount of thrust for the size of the engines. The problem is we're still going to have to take this very, very slow. Because this planet, we cannot underestimate this planet in any way. Getting ready to enter orbital cruise, here we go. Now, normally, how I descend on these kind of planets is I go down at a 55 degree incline, a minus 55 degree incline. That is not going to cut it this time. Now, up until this point, I've been rather content taking this at a very, very steep angle, minus 40. Most planets, this is not an issue at all. But this is no other planet. This is Achenar 3. Here we go. Exiting from orbital. I'm going to keep this to a nice minus 15 for the moment. And we'll see how we are faring after we exit glide. 10 kilometers from the floor. The deck is coming up rather worryingly. And look, as you can see, coming down at this angle, the ship is handling it quite well. Let's nose up and see if we can stop our downward momentum altogether. Nosing up to 0. There we go. We are managing to keep ourselves up. We're managing to stay aloft, which we're not getting sucked down, which is great. In order to land here, we're going to have to come down at a very shallow angle. We could nose down even further, but we are going to be coming across issues. Normally, I like to rush these landings as much as I can, but here is a time when we just cannot do that. So let's nose this down a little bit, maybe to minus 10 degrees. Because you can see our altitude is still about 4 kilometers. But we need to get down fairly quickly. I don't want to rush this, because if we do, we are probably going to die. Pushing it down to a minus 15. We're still going perfectly fine, and you'll notice that I'm keeping my... Oh, we're picking up some speed now. So let's nose up. We don't want that to happen. We are... There we go, yeah. You can tell there, if we nose down too far, we are getting pulled down fairly quickly, and we do not want this to happen. You can't just see it by our downward momentum indicator, you can also see it by our speed. if I was to nose down much further, our speed would start increasing drastically. Now, I am nosing down here. You can see that my speed is increasing, even though I've not touched my throttle the entire time. Now, because this ship can boost, theoretically I could come down a lot faster and then just pull a suicide burn when we get closer by boosting with the tail of the ship facing towards the ground. That is doable, but I don't want to risk it, to be perfectly honest. Now here we are very, very close to the ground, so let us nose up, drop our landing gear, and start bringing ourselves down. You can see my speed increasing the more I nose down. Now, what I am going to be doing is I'm not going to be dropping myself down with my manoeuvring thrusters. What I am going to do, however, is slowly edge myself down using the forward and reverse until I am pretty much straight on the ground. I'm basically rubbing my butt on the ground. Then I will turn off flight assist ever so slightly.
Flight assist on. Flight assist on.
There we go. Look at that. We are down. This is nearly a 7G world, and we've managed to land very, very comfortably. No shields went down. We have taken no hull damage. We can even, now that the thrusters are shut down, bring out our planetary vehicle hangar and go out for a drive. Now let's just see how fast we fall here. Oh, blimey neck. Yeah, that was some serious gravity. And you can tell how heavy the gravity is here with the fact that, let's see, we're standing still, let's try and jump. We didn't get very far and pulled straight down and lost 9% hull. Wow. But yeah, there we go. Now the question remains, can we get off the planet again? And again, I have full confidence in my ship. Just bear in mind, it's not the size of the thrusters, it's how you use them. Turn off our planetary vehicle hangar, and let's go and see just how well this thing can lift off from the planetary surface, just with the maneuvering thrusters first. Takes a little while for the thrusters to warm up, but we managed to get up and away. Now, I'm not sure if I would be able to do this without the grade 5 dirties, but this just goes to show just how good this ship can be. Right, so let's get rid of the landing gear. And let's get away. But anyway, that answers the question, can I land this ship on a high G world? We've got quite a resounding yes, if you take it a little bit slowly. If we rush this down, we would no doubt have lost the ship. Anyway, thank you very much for watching the video. I do hope you guys have enjoyed it. Like the video if you've liked it, dislike it if you didn't. Neither of those good enough for you, that's what the comments are for. I've been Commander Chaos Wolf from Sci-Fi Gaming. You guys, as always, have been epic. I will see you soon. And until next time, my fellow commanders, keep flying and stay shiny.